Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blackblade and welcome back to vlog number 3 of our Shadow Blade Vortex CoC build. Now, first we're gonna talk about the Ascendancy class that we are going to choose for this build, simply because that the build is a crit based build. We are going to go, of course, with the Shadow class. So, we've taken the ambush over here, again for the critical strike multiplier against enemies which are on full life, and we get that 100% more critical strike chance against enemies that are also on full life. So basically you could probably one-shot white trash mobs very easily, of course passing through critical strike chances and multiplier nodes over here, and then finally getting the assassinate. So of course the assassinate is one of my most favorite ascendancy skill nodes in the game, simply because of the fact that we get that 30% increased damage against enemies that are on low life, and we get that 100% more critical strike chance against enemies that are also on low life, and then finally we get that critical strikes have a calling strike. Now you can play around with getting the deadly infusion, but my guess is, since we only get that critical strike chance multiplier per power charge, that is left, or that is better used when you build a shadow based upon a spell build, like ball lightning or lightning tendrils, wherein you're going to pass through the upper part of the skill tree, of course getting the two more critical strike, the two more power charges nodes over here, and the other power nodes of course coming from the Templar skill tree. But we're gonna play around with it because I'm planning on doing the ball lightning, and of course I was using a ball lightning, a shadow for a ball lightning build, and I was really planning on going crit with that one. So yeah, maybe on the next video I might get the deadly infusion instead. But then we get the calling strike here. It's really hard not to choose the assassinate for any crit based shadow build. So alrighty then, so when it comes to the skill tree, we went with getting all of the physical damage, chaos nodes damage over here, ending with coordination, of course the sleight of hand, the will of blades, the fangs of the viper, and then of course the nullification. And then we went up to get the blood siphon over here, the trickery, the assassination of course, and then the cold hearted calculation. And then we went up over here to get some more dagger damage and critical strike chances, ending with night stalker. And then we went up over here to get some life nodes, ending with written blood. Finally we've gotten some spell critical strike chance and multiplier nodes, ending with Doomcast. And then finally we went down over here to get the blood drinker, finally going up over here to get some dagger critical strike chance and multiplier nodes, ending with Adder's Touch. And then we went down over here to take some elemental resistances and evasion rating, ending with survivalist for that +1 maximum to our cold resistances. And then we went down over here to take some critical strike chances, ending with Heartseeker for the 40% critical strike multiplier. And then we've gotten the a jeweled socket over here. Please ignore the mind damage over here, simply because I was just trying to max out my lightning resistance. Of course, the jeweled socket is one of the most optimal way to max out your resistances if you're lacking some resistances when it comes to your gear, which will be likely specifically if you're going with a crit build, since you're going to need some crit based gear, specifically the Maligar's virtuosity for your gloves and the rat's nest for your helm. So yeah, you could get your maxing out your elemental resistances through the jeweled socket. Of course, we went down over here to take some life nodes and herbalism. We went over here to take the finesse. We're already on the ranger skill tree, taking all of the evasion and life nodes right there. The heart of the oak for the 8% increased maximum life, and we get that chance to get stunned, 20% chance to avoid being stunned, and we get that 1% life regen. Finally, the aspect of the Panther for the 2% additional block chance while dual wielding. It's really small, but yeah, we get that 16% increased weapon physical damage while we are dual wielding. We get that 6% increased attack speed, and then we get that +10 to our life. And then we went down over here towards the downish over here to take the Twin Terrors for the 75% weapon critical strike chance when we are dual wielding. So I keep on forgetting on getting these 3 nodes specifically when I'm going with crit build, but yeah, you should definitely get the Twin Terrors. And then of course some life nodes over here, ending with thick skin. We went down over here to take the iron reflexes for some armor. We went up over here to take the Golem's blood, and then under the jewel socket there's a 10% to our cold and the lightning resistance over there, of course because I'm trying to max out my resistances specifically specifically with lightning. But yeah, if you've already maxed out your resistances through your gear somehow, I highly suggest that you guys get global critical strike chances and global critical strike multipliers, simply because this is a crit build. Or if you're lacking life, I believe that you could roll 7% is my maximum roll when it comes to life. If you need more life, you could also get it from your jewels. Of course, the Dervish over here, since we're dual wielding, Art of the Gladiator, Bravery, and then finally the Master of Arena. Alright then, so since we're at level 88, you could probably push this some more. As you can see, I've gotten an additional evasion and rating over here, simply because I was still lacking some resistances. That plus 3% completely maxed out my all of my requirements and my resistances. Now for a couple of levels more, probably getting some more critical strike chances would be good. Or we could probably finish off by getting all of the dagger damage and attack speed nodes here. Of course, ending with flame. Alright then, so let's go to our gear now. I was actually playing around, with the Bino's kitchen knife over here. This was actually a donation from one of my subscribers, Original G, thank you very much. Just a small shout out over there. But what you'd really want is something that increases your spell damage, global critical strike chance, spell critical strike chance, and of course, something similar to this one, but then with the spell critical strike chances instead. I just really wanted to play around with the Bino's kitchen knife because I've been looking for this knife for a long time now. Of course, we're going to be using the Maligar's Virtuosity for our gloves, since this is a crit build, the Rat's Nest, of course, for our helm, and since the skill gem of Blade Vortex is part AoE, we are going to be using the Carcass Jack for our armor, and then for our belt, life and resist, for our boots, life and resist, and if you can, if you're doing some labyrinth runs, I suggest that you include the 90% increase critical strike chance when you haven't crit already. That's going to help a lot, specifically if when our build is a crit build. Rings, nothing special, just life and then resistances. If you can get your mana leech over here. And then we have again life and resist, and then of course we are going to be using the Onyx Amulet. Alright then, for what's connected to our Blade Vortex, that's of course going to be connected to CoC, Cyclone, increased critical strike chances, increased critical damage, and of course increased area of effect. You can play around with increased area of effect, or if you want more damage still, you can go with CoC effect instead. For defensive jewels, we're going to be using CWDT with increased duration, Immortal Call, and of course Molten Shell. And then we have Summon Ice Golem, and then Herald of Ice, Arctic Armor, and Enduring Cry. And then we have Assassin's Mark for our Curse attached to Blood Rage and CWDT. And then of course we have Whirling Blades over there with Fortify for our movement skill gem, and we have Portal right there. And then finally we have Herald of Thunder attached to Enhance, and Mana Leech, and of course Life Leech. And now I did include the Mana Leech over here simply because I'm still having a little bit of trouble when it comes to my mana management. So adding that Mana Leech into the Herald of Thunder actually really works, and I suggest that you guys do the same if you're having trouble with your mana. Alright then, so damage wise, our Cyclone is not doing pretty good, or it's doing quite well, I guess, at 20k DPS. Our main hand critical strike chance is at 95%. This is the highest crit hit chance that I've ever achieved in this game, with a critical strike multiplier of 547%. Our offhand critical strike chance is doing 95% also, with a critical strike multiplier of 547%, while our Blade Vortex has a 1.4k per blade that's spinning, with a spell critical strike chance of 69.28%, which is already good. Anything above 50% is already okay, with a critical strike multiplier of course 502%. And then we have an armor of 5.7k with an estimated physical damage reduction of 36%. All of our resistances are capped with some stun, ignite chance, ignite, chill, freeze, and shock avoidance of 8%. Or stun avoidance is at 28%. And the map that we're going to be doing is a map 8-tier map with a magic fire monster, a 30% more magic fire monster, your typical leveling map. And I guess that's about it. Alright then. So let's get into doing the map. Yeah. Also, please forgive me if you can see the latency. I'm having some spikes with my latency, so I may die in the game depending on how much the latency may shoot up. And I don't know why. I don't have anything else on. It's probably because of the servers. I believe. All right, but Alright guys, we're back. I do apologize a while ago because of the high latency. The game just crashed. I don't know why. Alrighty then, so let's just continue with the gameplay over here. Oh fuck. Oh, look at that latency, man. Jesus Christ. I just hope that the game doesn't crash like what happened a while ago. Fuck, man. I don't know if it's in my end. I mean, I don't have any other applications on. Or is it probably on the I'm on the Australia servers, by the way. It's the it has the lowest latency of all the servers that GGG has. So yeah. Oh god, look at that ping, man. Or latency, Jesus Christ. It even shot up to what 1.5k a while ago, or even 1.8, and then at that time the game crashed, which kind of sucks. Alright, so here's the boss. Hold on. Let's just get some more gameplay before we actually kill him. So yeah, without the desync, the build is working great. But with the desyncs, it's bad. It's pretty bad because this build is kind of based on attack speed, and I guess that's one of the reasons why we're getting we're getting some desyncs. If your character is attacking like too fast, like right now, look at that 1.3. Shit. Oh, anyway, you know what? I apologize, guys, but I need to kill the boss like right now. I have a strong feeling that the game is going to. God damn it! Die already. The game is going to crash. So let's just hope that it doesn't crash while I'm killing the boss, because that'd be extremely embarrassing. Fuck. Alright then, here we go. Let's just kill the boss. Oh, flame bearers. Great. So let's try to lure him like right here, up here, so that we don't get hit by the flame bearers. Alright then, come on. Come on, die already. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy has also an immortal call with him, and we're mainly doing physical damage. So alright, so he's dead thanks to our calling strike. Alright then, I guess that's about it for this episode, guys. Again, let me know what you guys think about the build in the comment section down below, and thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we'll see you guys on our next one video. Have a good one. Here we go. Where it is? Necro Vigil. Alright, so this is going to be dangerous a little bit. Oh god, oh shit! Alright, we need to drag the little dimwits over here. Come on, over here. Yeah, because you can't kill them on the green goo. Yeah.